Alright, it is time for day 5 of FFYLands Axton. So today we're going to be finishing up TVHM. We're level 49 already, which means that we're right on the cusp of being able to get legendary equipment, because it all can drop at level 50 plus in this mod. So we'll probably start getting a couple shiny doodads here and there as we progress from here on. A lot of them are going to feel super nice and also mean that we won't be so reliant on turret. We are also going to go ahead and head into Tina DLC because there are 2 class mods that are replaced with legendary comms. One of them being a Nuke turret build class mod, and then the other one just being a general sentry build class mod. So yeah, we're going to go get those before we really progress the story any further. They're going to be minimum level 50, but we're level 49, so might as well go get them anyway and just be able to look at them. And then probably just going to push progress from there. So yeah, let's go ahead and open up Tina DLC. Turret, do your thing. Let's help it along.
Does that work? And here's spooky music. And the whole area kind of smells like butts and bacon. Suddenly you're attacked by a horde of skelliemons. They start shooting at you.
There we go.
Alright.
We got a B shield. Okay, so yeah. Once again, level 50 threshold. Legendaries are going to start dropping. Feels good. Alright, let the mass of farming begin. Just run over, open all the chests, cry because no loot, and then repeat. Dang it. Although a Grit Ranger comm might be interesting on this character. Ranger does generally buff a lot of things rather well. So that'd be a lot of nice overall stuff. And then Grit, of course, is just nice because it's Grit. And it would provide like crit and mag or reload or fire rate or stuff like that. So the general class mod buffs there are nice as well outside of the skills. It's tempting. The legendaries are probably going to be way better though. Okay, legendary sentry specialist. So this thing provides plus to onslaught, heavy caliber, and sentry. Increases the damage and fire rate of mini sentry and also provides some cooldown. That's a big buff to heavy caliber. I know I can't equip it yet to really see the plus to skills working, but okay, a ton of extra duration, ton of extra damage right here, and then plus 2 explosive and launcher? Yeah, plus 2 explosive and launcher from that. Very interesting. Okay, sure. Please. Dang it. Conference call. Still no nuke specialist. Please? Nope. Hey, a witch. Chimera. Cool. Please? Okay. Please? Welcome to the loot unboxing stream. Today's stream will consist entirely of me opening 3 chests. We got a couple legendary guns at least, which is pretty cool, but like, I can't even use those either yet. So it's just gonna actually just make me crazy with no benefit. Please. Dang it. Okay. Please. Why? Okay. Bada boom. Sure, it's a burst fire bada with Mollywand parts. But, okay. It's a bada. It's a legendary sentry that rolled on a white rarity, which makes it look like E-Tech. It's a really odd thing. Also, the skills on it are going to be lower than if it were a higher rarity. But it's interesting that that's a thing. There is a chance that we may or may not give in the item at this point, because we have been here for an hour, and it is exactly the farm that you're going to see me doing here. It is waiting through this luxurious loading screen that comes with playing FFYLands. It is immediately opening and then teleporting and then opening and then teleporting and then opening and then being sad and save quitting. So legitimately spawn in, do that, no item, press F3 to reload. We have been doing this not entirely at this speed, but pretty much at this speed for about an hour. So we're gonna get that probably give 10. Okay. So we need a lawful good ranger. Alright, the nuker. minus 15 to sentry. Is this correct? Hold on, I'm gonna check the wiki. Yes, that appears to be correct. Minus 15 to sentry. So I guess that's a way to get your cooldown low, is just to take the skill and flip it on its head. Interesting. Well, I've been told that the nuke build at late game is not so great. So we'll probably go ahead and get this at level 50 and test it out, which means we need to go level up and also, you know, go finish TVHM, because we are an hour deep with 2 hours left on the day and we haven't touched the game at all. We've been looking at chest for an hour. Right. So we are pre-bunker. We're level 49. Almost forgot where we were placement-wise in the actual base game here. The story is level 48. There's a good chance we might hit level 50 after we kill bunker here. Fingers crossed, because I would like to go ahead and respec whenever we get that done. It'd be fun to try it in Sawtooth.
Oh, you made it past the security wall, huh? That's real cute. Of course, the bunker's still gonna obliterate you, but
It's interesting that this shield seems to work like ion loader shields. So theoretically, if an enemy walks into the shield slow enough, they might be able to land on top of it. Because that's totally a thing you can do with ion loaders, is just slowly walk up their shield. That's kind of cool.
be careful, Slim.
Now we wait 1,000 years again. Always the BA constructor strat. There we go. Yeah, we're getting close to level 50 already. And then we'll be able to equip a lot of those legendaries we got too, and those are really, really strong when you first get them. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's still so satisfying that you can shoot the autocannons as they spawn. Oh, turret. You are doing a very good job. Okay. We don't even have the sentry specialist comm on yet. Good job, buddy. So close to level 50. We're absolutely leveling up in control core at least, so that's good. Also, bam.
Say hello, darling.
This is so chill. I know it doesn't look chill, but I really like doing the multi-shots and the TDR throws and stuff like that, so it's very, very satisfying to get to do that and actually have it feel like, I don't want to say balanced, what do you have and why are you shooting it? Please stop. But it's enjoyable. Very enjoyable. Look at that. Level 50 right at the end of control core. Cool. Alright, well, time to go ahead and put on the nuker. Hold on, how bad is that? Oh, it's... okay, that's actually really, really nice. Okay, cool. Alright, so we've got that, and it only buffs the sentry. So we just run that with the nuke, and then Master of Explosions. Put points in here to get that going. Probably don't even invest in this tree for the sake of investing into right tree instead, and hopefully getting Gemini. Cool, sure. Yeah, we'll respec when we get back to town. Also, like, immediately throw on all of the new shiny equipment we have, because it's just gonna treat us far, far better. This is very nice to be able to get all these upgrades. I'm entirely trusting the class mod when it says to max out Sentry, but I don't see why you wouldn't just put 1 point into it. Unless it entirely is made just to flip the skill around. Because I would think that it would reduce the duration more if you only had 1 point in it. I don't know, maybe it just breaks the game and that's why they recommend it. That's probably what it is. We haven't really spec'd out this tree before. Guess deploy isn't really going to be worth anything, so I should honestly just unspec that and restart. More cooldown, and plus to pretty much everything seems pretty good. We can't really use Battlefront to any benefit, so we'll just do that. Put our 5 points into Sentry, and then start working down our right tree again. Yeah. So this is it for right now. Very odd. That's a very big nuke. That's much larger than vanilla, I'm pretty sure. I need a more open space to look at that again. Okay, how big is this explosion? Pretty decently sized. And then our cooldown is okay. I guess that the nuke is probably really, really strong, and so the cooldown shouldn't have to be instant, but it still would be nice if that was a little bit faster. I guess we'll just throw it at a guy and just figure that out. Hey, King Mong, how you doing? Got a present for you. Okay. I understand. That's so much more damage than what we're used to at this point. And Nuke Turret is blinding me, but also removing problems. We have damage now. What a nice side effect of having legendaries. Cool. Respawned out of that door. None of them are alive. Yeah, with this amount of damage and this AoE, respect this cooldown. This is a very reasonable cooldown for that much damage dealt.
Say hello, darling. I don't die so easy.
This just feels very, very satisfying now. We've gone from no damage to getting rid of everything. Yeah, I definitely think we're gonna try to fight Terra after we finish our Jack and Warrior fight today. We definitely have time for it, and I just feel like this nuke is really, really strong, and I want to see it against a very big health bar. So I've got to try it.
Sentry deployed.
Alright, Saturn might resist the nuke a little bit.
Thanks, honey.
Saturn did not resist the nuke a little bit.
That I had to.
And I'm sure he had to explode it for profit and power, too. Don't listen, Vault Hunter. He killed AJ long before you pulled the plug.
That the best you got?
Don't shoot.
We might have to revisit the legendary nuker build later whenever we can afford to also spec Gemini, though. Since the cooldown on that timer is so quick, I feel like you'd really have to just throw them both out instantly to really just try to deal with whatever's in front of you. Because that's just how that would be. The timer's just super duper short. And then we'll also see if we do want to just run the nuker through UVHM story, since that will consist of just pressing action skill and watching the enemy disappear, which is what we have been doing, to be fair. But at least if we ran the Sentry Specialist, we could number one, see how it feels, and then number two, use our own equipment and not just remove every single problem child we run across. Alright, Jack. Make sure he is nice and purple. Apply Nuke. It still tagged Warrior a little bit, even if it didn't get him properly. Gross. Well, I have no revives. Okay, fair enough. On the bright side, his health bar does stay down in Fight for Your Life lands. I still question whether or not that should be a thing. I know that it's probably to make the mod somewhat bearable for a lot of casual players, but also it is a difficulty mod, and it would totally make sense if you just got punished for dying entirely. That nuke damage is so nice, though. Okay. Now we just wait for the boss to rotate on back over.
Say hello, darling.
Done.
This can't be happening.
Alright. Are we gonna get anything cool? Most of Warrior's drops we honestly don't really need, as we already have a lot of shiny objects. But he could still world drop a couple of nice items. The Ravager I won't complain about, of course. Another one. Boop. And boop. Cool. So yeah, just these two legendary Ravagers and that Berserker. Okay, let's go fight Terra. Okay. And Nuke. And not great. I lit myself on fire with my own nuke turret. Interesting problem. Okay. Well, let's respawn and figure that out, I guess.
Sentry gun prime.
There we go. Yeah, we really just need to be able to apply slag a lot better if we want to have Nuke get its full damage out. So that is the thing we'll have to keep in mind. I don't have health gate. I need to be more careful. Yeah, okay. We can't stand anywhere near Nuke turret whenever we throw it. It will just light us on fire, apparently. Oh, you're at a throwing distance. Yeah, you are. Okay. So this could slowly perform, and we could chip away at him like this, or we could spec out the Sentry Specialist and have a safety bubble that probably won't block most of the splash damage they deal anyway. But at least it'll feel better, and we'll have an actual aggro draw thing on the field. Okay, so a nice casual 79% fire rate, 22 seconds of duration, 490% damage, minus 140 fire rate though, so those kind of don't quite even out, but it's still a lot more damage. And then explosive damage for us and Sentry, and then also launcher ammo regen. So cool, sure, why not? Let's see if turret notices that there's a boss here. Might have to get a little closer. Oh hey, there's a boss here. Cool, the bubble does block out Terra. Immediately this is way more safe. That's not safe. Yeah, I feel safer already. And then, honestly, we could swap out to the Nuker to get the cooldown off of it. And then immediately swap back to our Sentry Specialist instead. Yeah, okay. So that's what we'll do. So, switch. And wait.
4-1 to the turret.
Alright, that's gonna be contained inside of Bubble. Good job, turret. You are somehow alive. I don't understand. But yeah, I mean, if turret can just kind of like tank that, then I'm okay with this. That's fine. But okay, maybe not a second time though. I don't trust that one as much. This is okay. And I guess if turret is just going to be tanky enough to deal with it, we just put turret out right next to him so it always has the capacity to shoot. And then we can just focus our own DPS. That being said, this is going to be a fake fire phase where he'll just get stomped out with that fire dot. So I am interested. He does not care. Alright, cool. That's all I was worried about. I guess back to DPS. Look at turret go. I really don't want its survivability to get nerfed. I really hope the mod author waits until we try level 80 OP10 content to really be able to tell if it does need a nerf. Because this does look silly, but it's because Terra's melee is starting outside of the bubble, and so it never gets a chance to truly even hit turret. So it's not the health bar's fault. It's just the fact that he is outside of it right now. There we go. Okay, so that almost took 2 full Terra cycles, but we still did it. So I'm going to count that as a win, definitely. Cool. Go ahead and check some of this loot out really quick. Alright, so from that, we've got 2 pitchforks, a Flemington's Edge, a chopper, an invader, which is an executioner in this mod that deals piercing damage. We've got 2 elephant guns, and then a couple of hearts to choose from. So yeah, cool. Also Stormfront and Nasty Surprise. This one's Slag. And that's pretty much it. So let's go turn in quest. Doomstick. Sure. This is a shotgun that homes on enemies whenever you reload it, and it just has really big mag and high damage on impact. That's pretty much all it does. So sure, free item. Okay. And yeah, I guess that pretty much does cover it. That nuker is pretty fun. We might test it again later, but it is going to be a lot of samey gameplay there. We need to level up 1, 6, 7, 8 times to be able to get all that going on. And then we will have both a Gemini and Adrenaline system. We'll have our double up and our multi-elemental rockets and stuff going on. So that's going to feel really good. We'll definitely be getting that tomorrow, but that is all I have time for today. This has been really nice little progress here. I do like both of these class mods. I want to get a Gen 2 comm to test out an actual gun build instead of a turret build, even though turret is the most reliable stupid thing so far that I've found. But I want to test out actual equipment with the character too. So we'll get there when we get there. Day 5.